Hey guys, Jarek here, going to be doing some Black Ops 1. This time we're doing some free-for-all on the map Stadium, and I'm going to use the Mac 11. So with the Mac 11, the perks I have are Scavenger, Warlord Pro, and Ninja. With Warlord Pro, I have Grip and Rapid Fire, and my secondary is a Python with the quick reload thing. So this is actually a really effective and good setup, and I remember a lot of people just plain don't like the Mac 11 in this game. A lot of people said this SMG sucks, I can't use it, it's the worst SMG in the game, and really with this setup, I couldn't disagree more. Now, it does have some obvious problems with it. Only a 20-round mag. You can't have Sleight of Hand Pro with the Rapid Fire setup, which you kind of need Sleight of Hand Pro. You need to be able to reload faster, but hey, don't miss your targets and it won't matter quite as much. But that's kind of a generic thing to say. Every once in a while you have more than one target, so you need to reload. There's some obvious problems with it, but at the same time, this can be used very effectively. And by no means is it a bad gun. I mean, you can pretty much use it anywhere. It's not that bad. As you see right there, if you put rapid fire on it, it brings it closer to what you should expect in a Mac 11, a high fire rate. By default, this gun had a low mag size and not that high of a fire rate, and really, you got to tweak with it for it to be good, but if you tweak with it correctly, it's definitely a very effective SMG. It's probably everyone's least favorite, as I've said, but I still like using it just because people don't use it that much. I like using the more kind of rare, interesting things, as you've probably noticed in the last few videos I posted. And that's kind of what I tried to do in Black Ops 2 as well. I can't really think of anything that people don't like using too much in Black Ops 2 off the top of my head, but if it's kind of rare, I'm going to try to use it unless it's infuriating to use. And even then, I prefer to actually have one good game that I can actually upload, something where I actually get all my kill streaks and I'm really happy with, so I never have to use that horrible weapon again. This is more of a problem in Infinity Ward Call of Duties, where some guns are blatantly better than other guns. When it comes to Treyarch Call of Duty, usually all the guns are balanced in fairly well, so this isn't much of a problem. But for those guns that are terrible, it's incredibly infuriating, and then once I'm done with them, it is the most satisfying thing because I don't have to use them ever again. I can go to the guns I like using that are actually effective. And, I'm kind of open-minded when it comes to the guns. I like to get a lot of variety in the guns. I like to use almost every gun you can possibly get, as long as it's not infuriating to use. So basically, I'm going to use every SMG, I'm going to use every assault rifle, I'm going to try to use every shotgun, but sometimes, with Call of Duty, the shotguns aren't very effective, and shotguns aren't really my thing either when it comes to Call of Duty, so I still use them from time to time, but they're not really my thing. Snipers are definitely not my thing. You already know how I feel about snipers in Call of Duty games. They can go fuck themselves. That depends on the game itself. There are some games where I legitimately do like sniping. A good example of that is definitely Shattered Horizon, where sniping it's fairly difficult to do. It actually is pretty difficult to do. If you don't know what Shattered Horizon is, I highly recommend going and looking it up, because it is a really fun game, and it's a big shame that the game died so quickly. Shattered Horizon is basically a first-person shooter in space, so you're floating around in space, and you really have to worry about every single angle possible. There's no way around it. Someone can be floating above you, someone can be floating below you, someone can be behind you, in front of you. People can be anywhere, and it adds kind of a unexpected element to shooters where I really wish more games would do that, to be able to just kind of float around in space, and it does make it kind of complicated, and I could see it being somewhat difficult with a controller, but I could see people, working around with a controller. I don't have to worry about that because I have a mouse and keyboard. Why would I ever want to use a controller? But, yeah, it definitely does feel, I'm not going to say complicated, because it's not complicated, it's just really disorienting at first, not knowing what's up, what's down, not really having a definitive up or down. And I don't know, it's interesting, it's something new, it's something I legitimately really did like, and I wish more games caught on, or Shattered Horizon just didn't die. I wish that was still an active game, because it was a incredibly fun game, I really did like it. But yeah, as I was saying about sniping, like I said, you're floating around in space, but you can land on like asteroids and stuff. So when you're sniping, obviously you're floating around, your scope has a good 2 feet of just muzzle sway, constantly. You cannot get a solid shot off unless you land on something, and even when you do land, when you scope in, it takes a solid second or two before your sight is actually just straight and not swaying anymore. Once you do that, then you can actually snipe pretty well, but it's very slow, and there's an element of, actually just a big learning curve to the sniping in general when it comes to that game, that I wish every game did, and it makes sniping really fun. It makes it more satisfying, it makes it that it makes you basically act like an actual sniper instead of just run around and quick scoping doing all this dumb shit. It acts more like a sniper. So games really do need to balance snipers in a little bit better like they did to that game, because it is incredibly fun. But then again, everything in that game was fun. I can never say anything about it. It was made by Future Mark, I believe, which is the same people that make the bench testing, PC bench testing software. I kind of wish they made more games, but apparently they sold their game rights or something like that. I can't remember. But they made good games, and it's a little disappointing that Shattered Horizon didn't do as well as I was hoping. Because like I said, it would be awesome if that game didn't die. I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, if that game was basically as popular as Call of Duty, and Call of Duty was as popular as Shattered Horizon, I wouldn't complain. Here I am playing Call of Duty and complaining about it and talking about how much better other games are while I'm playing it, so that's what everyone does. But yeah, I do really wish it didn't die. So yeah, as you see here, I got all my kill streaks with the Mac 11. It's not really that difficult. As I said, this gun is a very effective gun if you know what you're doing with it. You know, it would benefit having an extended mag, but unfortunately you can't go rapid fire and extended mags in Black Ops 1. It's really, really dumb that you can't do that. You can in Black Ops 2, but you can't in Black Ops 1. It's stupid. Yeah, my kill streaks, as you probably saw, I have a Blackbird, the helicopter, and attack dogs. And my helicopter got shot down, but it's towards the end of the game, so I guess all is good, and my attack dogs are still walking around. So there's only a few more kills, and it looks like someone shot me. Weird, no one's around. I wonder if it just makes red all over your screen whenever your attack helicopter gets shot down. That might be the case. I've noticed that a few times. But yeah, I need just 2 kills. This is kind of annoying. I need just 2 kills to win. So here's one of them. Managed to get this kill with my pistol. So just 1 kill left. Just 1. I managed to die here twice before getting my last kill. I could have gone 30-3, but instead I go 30-5, which makes it look a lot worse than it actually was. Which is kind of frustrating, kind of annoying. Yeah, it really is. So I'm gonna get this last kill right here, and even then this guy almost got me. So there's the last kill. Managed to go 30-5, like I said. Sort of frustrating. Doing it with the Mac 11, having no problems at all. Again, if you just kind of passed off the Mac 11 as a bad SMG, give it another try. Try the loadout I have with the stock and rapid fire. All right, so once again, let's look at the scoreboard. There we go, 30-5. Pretty decent game. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.